chat. I don't like it. I don't like it. Please no. Oh. Well, actually, I want to pull this up before we do anything. I want to look at this. We got day 5 of the Amateur League. We got Team TC Snits versus Team Fire. Both of these teams are 1-1, boys. So this could go either way. They're pretty much even, dead even in the standings. With TC Snits coming out of the qualifiers pretty strong, and Fire auto-qualifying. So I have no clue what to expect from this game. But the Ari ban I did expect, I have to say.
Yeah, the Ari ban heavily targeted towards Grandma's Nips. He's shown multiple times last week and in the promotional tournament that he was pretty strong on the Ari. That's something that he favors heavily. So it's no surprise that Grandma's Nips is getting stepped around a bit.
Yeah, not even close. Oh my god, the spam. Yeah, it's pretty much expected. It looks like a complete target ban at the mid laner, though, so it's possible that he may either have a small champion pool, or they just want to put him on a champion he's really not comfortable carrying on, because that seems to be the name of TC Snit's game.
Yeah, Grandma's Nips does tend to put people on them breasties and put them basically at the Nexus with the Ari, with the Zerath. I don't know if another targeted ban will come out for him. I mean, he's shown to be definitely the head honcho when it comes down to DPS for that team. So.
We can see we got a Vi ban. Is obviously CTF ban. He prides himself on his Vi. He's an incredibly strong Vi player. One of his best champions, you could say. Malphite, Janna. They don't want to deal too much with the hard engage of the Malphite or the protection of the Janna. So I don't know if those are target bans per se, but the Jax also. They're just getting rid of a lot of carry potential from the solo laners, it looks like.
Yeah, I would assume Janna is a targeted ban, because I don't see that coming out as like, oh hey, we're gonna ban Janna because this champion's broken or anything. Malphite, on the other hand, I personally hate the shit out of that champion. It's stupid. You basically are forced to play an AP laner into it, or suffer the wrath of hell.
Oh!
But Noxia Battle Axe hovering Alawi now, not the Nasus anymore. That's my babe, so please don't take my hentai tentacle monster away from me. But I would be happy to see someone else pick it up. I think that champion's good, even though people hate it. Irelia
too, a lot of carry potential being hovered here, but it's the Poppy. Ugh! Stop getting my hopes up with the Lowy, you know, Irelia. That stuff is just so hard carry, like, esque of solo queue, and then you throw out a Poppy. And you're just like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna be a tank and no one's gonna be able to touch me. So screw y'all.
Yeah, Poppy is not the same as Alawi and Aurelia at all. But she is a solid tank. I mean, percent health damage on that Q. Champion's a little bit overpowered right now, I believe, with the amount of CC she brings and DPS and tankiness. In all honesty, it's a little overwhelming, but.
Oh my god, B-Camp, your mic is fucking garbage. Just try and fix it now.
Alright.
I can't even hear you now.
Alright, let me find another microphone. Hold on.
Alright, well, I'll talk about this while you're fixing that. Hecarim Hover, obvious CTF pick, so that's a comfort pick for him 100%. We were talking about it the other day, actually. Just probably what he would call his main. If anything, it's just one of those comfort picks. It's one of his, you know, go-tos to have a good game. And then the Maokai, really good engage, really good just solid team fight tank. So really strong first two picks coming out of Team Fire. However, the Maokai first pick is kind of interesting because Poppy was already picked. I don't necessarily know if that was needed, not even per se, but Poppy and the Maokai is going to be an interesting match to see. I don't actually know. God doodly dang it, I don't know what happened. Looks like someone actually dropped the lobby. And, well, we're gonna get right back into that really quick. Someone just dropped the lobby, so we'll fix that really quick. Then I'm in. Same bands, same pick. Same picks, same bands, and we're all set. Oh my god. Oh my god. Grandma's Nips DC'd. You want to talk about strong aggression? There it is. Oh my goodness. Alright. we're just gonna get the last guy up in here again. Cam, you need to stop spamming me on Discord, man. Not while I'm streaming, bruh. Alright, are we all set? Alright, okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Snips. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys. Alright, same pick, same bands. This should go really quick. Nothing surprising here. There we go. Alright, this should be pretty quick. Sweet deal. So we get the Poppy, we got the Maokai Hecarim come in from Team Fire. Now, how do TC Snits respond? Let's see. The Maokai was picked up for the Super Tank. Big team fight. Maokai engaged along with the Hecarim. Pretty hard engaged as well in his ultimate. And now we see a Braum Nautilus hover. If these two champions are what they lock in, it is an incredibly tanky comp coming out of TC Snits here. So, possible Nautilus jungle, I highly doubt it. It's most likely in Nautilus support. However, we've seen crazier things here. Nautilus is just an immense tank wherever he goes, especially with his W. And he just has a lot of health that people have to whittle through. Not to mention the Poppy and the Braum being just an absolute annoyance to deal with. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Lucian come out just because it is a Braum and he is a very strong AD carry at the moment. But there are pretty much every other AD carry open right now as Vayne is hovered. I don't think I've seen Vayne do well in a long time in this tournament. I think the last time was, I think, a pentakill where y'all flipped out. But,
yeah, I honestly don't think Vayne's that great, and you can tell me how great this mic is as we go. And I think it's a piece of shit, because this is the really shitty headset, and I have another one here to try out, too.
Hey, the levels are staying consistent.
But does it sound like asshole?
It doesn't sound horrid, believe it or not.
Alright, that tells me it sounds like asshole. Let me try.
Okay. So the Vayne did get locked in. That's pretty insane. Triple J is going to try to be that late game hyper carry for Team Fire here. We were talking about how Maokai and Hecarim being those two tanks, you'll get the immense late game damage from the Vayne. So we'll get to see how well Triple J is, how comfortable Triple J is on this champion, rather. And if he actually has the carry potential to carry Fire out of this bot lane. We have Thresh as well locked in for support, and if I remember correctly, Christian, let's just say Christian, is an incredibly good Thresh player. He is just, his hooks are always on point, and he's had insane lanterns, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this bot lane go incredibly positive in the KDA factor, but Jinx was also locked in to try and match that Vayne and get a little bit of pressure on the bot lane. Over Vayne. She should have much more pressure down there, at least early to mid-game. Once the team fighting starts, we'll see if Triple J has the potential to carry, but Victor also locked in for Grandma's Nips. Not necessarily a carried champion, but he has insane damage, insane burst, and he can clear some waves insanely. Not to mention, couple that with Jinx's rockets and wave clear, and they won't have any trouble with that. And the Vel'Koz... That's really... I haven't seen a Vel'Koz mid lane in quite a while. He has some insane damage. He has true damage with his passive. And Vel'Koz can pretty much melt anyone if they get bunched up in an area. If TC Snits are found roaming through a jungle and get engaged on by Fire, and Vel'Koz is there to just pew-pew laser beams, that team fight's pretty much over. There's nothing they can do at that point. That Vel'Koz ultimate is devastating. So TC Snits need to play smart and play around this Vel'Koz, because if they get caught in an awkward position in someone's jungle, they're donezo. Alright, no, there are no commands as of yet. I just set up MooBot. There are no commands yet. I'll be working with it over the week.
Alright, we'll see how this one plays out. We'll see how this microphone works. Is it a little better?
I think the other one was better, believe it or not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
Alright, hold on.
Alright, so let's see this, boys. Ready? We're gonna try this new, I guess this new command, alright? Alright, there's now a new poll! Alright, boys, who's gonna win? There you go. Try that. Who? Vote now! Whoa! Oh boy. Let's see who's gonna get it. I'm really actually curious to see who gets this win. This would be interesting. So far, it's a 50-50, boyos.
I
love
know who
this.
I'm voting for.
Who? Oh, you gotta type in chat, man. Who do you think's gonna go?
Oh, you gotta do a exclamation point vote? Let's do
Yep,
this.
exclamate. You can actually do the command in chat. I set it all up this weekend with CTF. I'm gonna go. Oh, we're split.
We may be split, but only one of us can be right.
True, very true. Let's see what the actual difference here is. It's still a 50-50 for both teams right now. That's actually really interesting. Complete split down the middle for everyone viewing this right now. That's awesome. I don't have the capabilities of showing it in-game, but just know it is split 50-50 straight down the middle. Holy cow, that's so cool. So we'll get to see, we got 40 seconds coming into this game. Out of the team comps, TC Snits have the ability to make a lot of mistakes here if they get caught in an awkward position. So I expect wards galore out of Team Fire. Aggressive positioning of them to try and catch out TC Snits in their own jungle. That's my expectation and hope. Because that's how they would potentially win this game. And it is, actually, gonna be into the load screen. So. Man, I love this damn command. It's so cool. And we are now getting into the load screen. And we can do this as soon as it pops up for y'all. I'm gonna turn off the music because God forbid we have music playing during the game. And we are here. Ta-da, boys. Hype, hashtag hype, spam your Kappas, spam your Keepos, get the Kappa pride out. Get the grandma's nip spam out, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me, do what you must. And we're gonna get into this game between TC Snits and Fire. Now, I'm curious to see how these individual lanes go out, though. Kappa. B-Camp, if you're talking, I can't hear you, man. Which is not good. Hello? B-Camp, I can hear you. B-Camp! Oh, wow, that's awkward. Oh my god, this is not good. Solo casters must be one of the worst things in the world to possibly do. It is. Oh my god, it is. You're alright. It is the man, the meme, the legend. Triple J, boys. And here we go. We'll see if him, on his vein, can carry Team Fire to victory. Can he do it? We'll have to wait and see. Alrighty. B-Camp, I hope you fix that stuff soon, because this is going to be really hard. Oh, we could get some cheeky invade here from Fire, but that ward. 10 gold for the Vel'Koz. GG, boys. Well played.
Alright, I am actually not in game yet, so let me try and fix this shit.
Oh my god, B-Cap. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I fixed that problem.
But now you're not in game.
I'm a world of issues.
You can just spectate my game if you want. That'll work.
I got a reconnect button here.
Alright, give it a shot. Once you're in, we can do the countdown, like you're at what time you're at, so. Not too worrisome. But standard starts. Vel'Koz got that 10 gold for killing the ward. And we'll have to see if the man, the meme, the legend, Triple J can handle Living Paradox and Penguin Warchief down there. But Kristen, with his Thresh hooks and Thresh plays, should be a little bit of a handicap for Team Fire, so.
A handicap? Oh my god.
Last I remember, he was actually a really good Thresh, so. I can't remember the last time I saw him play Thresh, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. Standard farming throughout.
Right.
Tell me when you reconnect. Are you in?
I'm in it. I am in it.
Alright. What's the timer?
2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Good. Okay,
seconds.
we're good. We're synced up. Good stuff.
Oh, beautiful. I expected nothing less. Synergy.
So much synergy, bros. Holy cow. Alright. So, this bot lane. Triple J and Christian are going to have a bitch of a time early. They're just not going to have the kind of pressure that a Braum Jinx can provide. So they're just going to have to stay really far back and safely farm. We'll see where the junglers focus their attention.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that as well. Sorry, I know my mic did the same thing there. I fixed it. I fixed it this time. Don't worry, that was just me moving. I'm interested in jungle pathing right now, mainly because they're on opposite sides since they started opposite. And I'm wondering how much aggression, like which one will put out more aggression in Hecarim versus Nautilus?
Well, quite honestly, Nautilus has a very insane amount of lockdown, especially once he hits 6. And even still, he has really high damage early on because of his passive. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some early aggression from him. However, getting that depth charge could be pretty big. You see CTF going for a deep ward. Oh, I love it. What did I say? Deep wards. I love this stuff. We need to see a lot more of those.
Yeah, that is nice in there. I mean, you're not going to be able to see Nautilus really on that. Unless, I mean, you're going to see him as he enters into the jungle, but they're going to have to make sure to keep sight of it, because a lot of times people will play someone and not even look at him.
Yeah, you see.
CTF making aggression to bot lane, does not knock him back as the Poppy stop knock does come into play, hits up CTF with a cube, is able to flash out with no problem.
That was nice, though, for Fire right there. They got a Poppy flash, and I'll probably go right back there now that it's down. Maokai has some insane base damage as well. And a lot of people get really surprised about it when you get that first Q auto off on him. But Nautilus in the mid.
Yeah. Fighting the mid lane here as Nautilus comes in, they do get the stun on Victor and the stun with the auto attack from Nautilus, but it doesn't really matter. His barrier and flash are both burned from Vel'Koz. He's got out with really no issues there. He is low, so he might have to back. But actually, I think he's just going to pop up some clear waves.
Yeah, it's probably safe for him. He's got some wards on the right side. He'll just hover the bottom side of the river, or bottom side of the mid lane, and he should be pretty safe. He is Vel'Koz. He can farm relatively from range, so he should be pretty good. Victor, no real kill pressure until he possibly hits 6, but even still, Vel'Koz is nearly 70% health now.
Right, and I'm not expecting a kill to go down here on either side until level 6, until junglers get that big interaction in, because the defensive summoners on both sides, actually. I think, actually, the Vel'Koz 6 is a bit more important than the Victor 6, just because at Vel'Koz 6, if you land one W and then get the full combo and ult, you can pretty much 100-0 somebody.
Yeah. that true damage passer is kind of silly.
Yeah, Dimp versus Nox and Battle Axe a little bit what Noodle fight in the top lane, even though they are only level 5. So they're really going to go down there, but Dimp, or Nox and Battle Axe getting the better of that trade just because he has mana and Dimp does not.
Yeah, you can see pretty even lanes thus far for farming. Triple J is actually out farming the lane that has the pressure on him. It looks like TC Snits wants to kind of freeze this down here to deny Vayne as much as humanly possible. I say that as she shoots a rocket, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is still pushing towards me with that one little rocket, and I do expect Living Paradox to get the better out of this, just seeing how big the wave is compared to the other wave. I mean, he's 6 CS down, but there's definitely more than a 6 CS difference here with these waves.
Yeah, most definitely. See if they can properly freeze this. This is something that a lot of people in this tournament have a real issue doing, and they're not even going to attempt it. Yeah,
no, just cleared it out. It was just a prank.
Yeah. They had the potential to deny Vayne so much, and they didn't take it. So that's a big misplay from TC Snits, but...
Actually, how they set up the lane, it will push towards Vayne.
Yeah.
Stun with Nox and Battle Axe on the CTF. He's going to try to walk away from that one, but we are seeing the bottom lane as Nautilus comes in on the Christian. A lot of damage onto him, as well as the stun up from Braum. He has to flash away.
Oh!
Only flash from him. Hook glimpse. Or hit on the Living Paradox. Triple J now walking into the fight. He's really low, gets excessively low, has to burn heal, exhaust burned onto him. Christian also gets out. Exhaust burned on the side of TC Snits, but heal and flash both burned on the side of Fire?
Yeah. That was really weird from Triple J walking up to the Nautilus, Jinx, and Braum. That's pretty much asking to get stunned up by a Braum. The only reason I can kind of suspect why she thought that was a good idea is potentially condemn Jinx back into the turret. But even still, there's a Braum there who just stuns you up after 4 auto attacks. And with 3 members of TC Snitch there, that was pretty much an insta-stun as soon as she walked into range.
Yeah, they started out this dragon, and Team Fire is right here by it. I mean, they're level 5 and they don't even have this dragon halfway down, and Penguin Warchief is basically dead. CTF going in here trying to put some damage down. Ignite burn from Thrush onto Nautilus. He goes down. Big Vel'Koz off to take down the Jinx as well. Nautilus is here and teleport from Nox and Battle Axe. As Vayne lands a stun and several of the condemns, or several of the silver bolts onto the Nautilus, brings him down. Poppy some people away. Triple J still trying to chase Nox and Battle Axe. My screen actually just froze, but it doesn't really matter because he ended up walking away anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about in Champ Select, is if... Yeah, and Maokai didn't even teleport down for that. Fire got 3 kills for that, a TP out of Poppy, and now Vayne has all this farm in the bot lane. They get a lot of damage on the top tower as well, so... Exactly what I said in Champ Select came true there in the sense that TC Snits fought in a, the Dragon Pit, in that confined area, and then Vel'Koz came through and just threw 3 people after Braum had already been down, and after that, there was pretty much, the fight won for Fire.
Right. Did you actually see where Grandma's Nips was during that?
They were walking around the Dragon Pit the long way, I believe.
Alright, I don't think that's necessarily the way you wanted to go. Oh, awkward flash by Grandma's Nips after he landed that tip of that laser on the Prince Murderer. I'm not sure what...
He tried to go with the Flash Ultimate. Flash Chaos Storm or whatever.
That was intense.
Asserting dominance, boys. Asserting dominance. Strong aggression.
There it is.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
Blue buff going over to Victor right now. I'm not actually sure who got the blue buff on the side of Team Fire.
It was Vel'Koz. He got it earlier.
It was Vel'Koz?
Yes.
Alright, Vel'Koz did pick that one up. So that's just going to be double blue buffs in the mid lane. I assume we're going to see lots of wave clear out of that, seeing as Vel'Koz W wave clear and the Victor laser wave clear is pretty good.
Yeah, to say the least.
So I'm expecting some decent farm coming out of them. Looking at farm right now, Victor up by a decent amount actually on Prince Murder, I think because of that early trade maybe? I don't actually know. I think it was maybe also because of the Prince Murder roam, and he took a whole entire wave whenever he did that.
Yeah, he roamed late because he wanted that extra wave, and cost his team 3 kills, so not necessarily worth. Oh, Heckram.
Heckram coming down to Grandma's Nips actually misses his ultimate, doesn't really matter, knocks back Grandma's Nips. The awkward Vel'Koz ult, I missed a lot of it, but whatever, got enough damage down, I guess. Damage and kill going over to CTF actually, 202 on him. 102 now on Prince Murder.
Nah, man, he was just doing like the sprinkler. He just wanted to like get the entire lane.
Alright, stun almost coming down here. Stun does finish on the Thresh. Nautilus Hook hits him as well, and the root from the auto attack. Slow from Nautilus as well.
Oh.
Does go over to Living Paradox ultimate from Braum onto the Vayne.
Oh.
As he gets cut down from Nautilus and the Jinx. CTF's here as well. He gets stunned up finally by the Braum. Does not hit the Zap for the slow. They are trying to dive though. Quickleback is almost onto him. Taking the tower with no problem.
Oh.
Does miss the hook, so that's going to be CTF getting out with no problem.
That was huge, actually, for Living Paradox. He picked up 2 kills in the bot lane, and...
Hold on, stun from Noxious Battleaxe onto Dimp. Does land both hits to the Q. Has not picked up the shield yet. The E from Malphite, keeping him at bay, but slow.
See, Malphite does a lot of damage. People don't expect it. That Q is pretty insane. Not to mention his ability to lock you down with his Twisted Advance is pretty painful. So... Poppy a little aggressive up there, but now the pings for the dragon are coming out.
Yeah, Poppy a little aggressive. I'd say Maokai a little aggressive as he's kept the lane mostly until now pushed into the Poppy. And Poppy has always been extremely low, even though he's burning most of his mana pool with it. Team Fire hovering now around the dragon. They have a ward on it, but have not cleared out the pink ward that's in the dragon, or not cleared out the green ward that's in the dragon pit. Tampa actually Wing forward onto a minion. I'm not sure what the point of that was. But some awkward aggression from him.
That was really angry from Victor, too. He just ran up, lasered backwards, just kind of juking out Vel'Koz. That was really funny. You know what? Insane aggression just to say, I'm better than you. Look what I'm capable of doing. And it's really funny because these people just keep making mistake after mistake after trying to make these insane assertions of dominance.
Yeah, strong aggression. Not really doing him any good right now. He is 0-1. But he does have a farm lead, so I'll give him that.
Awkward aggression from Grandma Snips.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Oh my god.
And lots of pings go down on this tri-bush. They know they've cleared out the ward, but the river is warded, so if they walk out of it on that side, they'll be instantly seen. I believe they're waiting for Triple J to walk too far forward, but it looks like he's playing back. Nautilus coming in, doesn't miss the hook on the Thresh. They're just going to walk away with no problem.
Easy peasy, boys. Small
easy peasy,
lead.
Lemon squeezy.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say, but I didn't say it. I just said easy peasy.
I enjoy lemons being squeezed. So.
Oh, do you? You just like to squeeze lemon, just sit there?
Yeah, something about Grandma's nips makes me think of it.
Oh my god! What the heck? I can't.
Hey, man.
This is not okay. This is not okay.
The stream is now rated not safe for work.
Yeah,
18
right?
Plus.
NSFW, boys. Small lead. Actually, just dwindling now. It's pretty even though Fire have multiple kills up on TC Snitch. The farm is just slowly working in their favor with the Jinx having 2 kills, the Victor being up slightly in farm.
Well, a lot of that's the tower take as well, seeing as TC Snitch have taken the bottom tower.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And Dragon doesn't really give anywhere near the global gold that he used to, so it's not... Maybe they don't have a gold lead.
Oof.
Stun from Noxious Battleaxe on the Dimp, putting on a little bit of damage, but Dimp returns it with the WEQ combo, pops his ultimate, it's trying to wait for his W to get back up. Slow does not land, pops his ultimate again for not really any damage. As they walk away in the top lane.
That's... I wouldn't be worried for this Maokai at all at this point. He's got a Righteous Glory, so they are going full engage on this Maokai, so... you haven't actually seen that item built very often anymore in any kind of competitive scene, so...
I haven't seen that item in a long time.
Yeah, it's really... It's still good for engages, but at the same time, it just got nerfed. So we haven't seen it very long, but CTF's going for a cheeky potential lane gank, but...
Yeah, did put more damage on Noxious Battleaxe, does land the W onto him. The knock stop does not affect as it is a blink. Putting lots of damage onto Noxious Battleaxe, just some more auto attacks. Nothing coming out of that there, but tanks. Nautilus ultimate onto the Thresh, he misses the hook, trying to walk away from his 80 carry so that 80 carry loses no problem. Hook lands this time, Braum stun going out. It's going to be a free kill. They're going to give over to Living Paradox.
And we were talking about how Vayne just needs to sit back and farm. Yeah, but Jinx getting 3 kills is a very, very worrying trend.
Oh, flash by Grandma's Nips, lands the Q out attack, lands the ultimate, solo kills out Prince Murder. I didn't have time to react to that.
Couldn't even finish my statement before Prince Murder got bursted down to nothing, so...
Strong aggression from Grandma's Nips.
Yes.
As the dragon goes over to TC Snits as well, Noxious Battle Axe has his Iceborne Gauntlet completed, so maybe I'll be able to put some more damage back onto Dim.
Okay, you guys spam in the chat, not okay. Don't do that. Jesus. Okay.
Alright, I'll stop making comments towards
No, not you. I'm talking about they're talking to me
yeah,
in-game.
I'm feeding the trolls.
Oh, the feed.
I can't do that.
You can't. So much troll.
Oh,
The troll.
Cannot handle.
Alrighty, boys. So, pretty even still. Even though Jinx has 3 kills, the gold lead is about 1,000 for TC Snits. The top tower is almost down. However, Fire could push that easily and get that global gold, but...
Yeah, I'm actually not too worried yet about the Jinx only having 3 kills. I mean, I say only, but
yeah.
They have Maokai, they have the Hecarim to just jump onto him immediately. I mean, with a little bit of peel, I guess will be fine, but they do have ways to get to him without a problem. So until we see a team fight break out, this game to me is pretty even.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the mid game goes because laning phase roughly has been going in the favor of TC Snits, just basic lanes. Not counting the ganks from CTF and whatnot. But just the individual farming innately has been going to TC Snits, CTF. A little bit of a cheeky placement, but not going to do much.
What I've learned most of the time from watching these games is that either one team absolutely dominates the laning phase. It comes down to 3 things. One team dominates the laning phase. If that doesn't happen, then either 2 things happen. ARAM in the mid lane for 50 minutes.
Yep.
Or one team will awkwardly throw one team fight at the 30-minute mark and just lose. Speaking of just losing, Christian almost going down right here to get stunned up and is getting shot down by Living Paradox. Does almost get out the no. Quickleback comes that one up. Prince Murder now going down. Double kill for Quickleback's Nautilus. Does flash forward and gets the ultimate on the CTF. CTF's a horse. He doesn't really care. He's just going to walk away with no problem.
CTF's a horse. He really doesn't care.
No, dude, they run and shit. Yeah. They're fast as hell.
But with Vel'Koz down, that means they can push his tower with no wave clear on the side of Fire, so that's another tower.
Yeah, that's 2 towers now going over to the side of TC Snits. 0 towers actually going to Fire, and that's really what's keeping TC Snits ahead right now. The little bit of gold that they have is that those tower kills, they all are rotating top lane now. That's a 5-man top lane. Maokai's here.
Why?
Getting cut out. He walked the wrong way going underneath this tower. He's going to get stunned up by Nautilus. Going to get the stun on his auto pack as well. Tries to W over to Braum. Doesn't really matter. Has ultimate ticking, but in the end, Quicklebick's going to pick that one up. I actually think his name is QKLBick, but I'm not going to call it that. I like Quicklebick a lot more.
There's literally no reason for Maokai to stay there. He knew they were coming top from mid lane. He saw them in the pink ward, and he still stayed. I have no clue.
Maybe his goal was to just waste their time, as now his team's pushing in mid lane. But I don't think it was worth it at all. I mean, you didn't really waste that much time as they got that tower pretty quick. I guess your team's pushing for another tower, but so is theirs in the top lane. Right now we got this awkward base race type thing going on with Grandma's Nips in the mid lane. Trying to clear as many minions as possible. Does get some, but not enough. Another kill going down for the side of Team Fire. As TC Snits is continuing their push up, just going to clear that wave and then back out. 2 turrets down for both teams in the end of that. 1 kill going over to the side of Team Fire. Or sorry, TC Snits. I'm actually not sure who got the better of that, seeing as those turrets were in mid lane and it does open up more map pressure. But they also get the kill, and they already had mid tower down and a bottom tower down, and then they have 2 on top.
I would say that Fire made the best of a bad situation right there. Maokai initially staying looked like a mistake, but like you said, it could have just been buying time, so they did lose, I think, 3 people in 2 towers, but they also gained 2 towers as well, so being that they are the mid lane, they have a lot more open to them rather than it being a side lane, so Fire did, you know, lose a lot on that, but they did make the best of it, so.
Yeah, definitely the best of a very awkward situation right there. Awkward aggression, awkward situations. This whole game has been one awkward fest.
Such awkward. Thresh, you're going for these cheeky invade wards right there. You gotta be careful. You almost ran into the entire team.
Yeah, actually, just gave him 35 gold.
Yeah, not worth, man.
So
Not worth.
Here you go, guys. All you.
Uh-oh.
Paradox are in a good actual place for Prince Murder to fight here. Stun going down on the Christian. Does finish him off almost. I feel like going over to Living Paradox. TPF coming in as well. Does all. And he's on the ping on Orchard and everybody else. Prince Murder's not ulti yet. There we go. There's the Velcon's ult that we were looking for. Some damage going across, but just not enough. As Triple J's awkwardly trying to face tank. Though that fight doesn't get sent up. Is over here by Grandma's Dips. Does condemn him. Grandma's Dips finished off Prince Murder. Triple J goes down in the end of Grandma's Dips. Double kill for him. 11-4. That fight in the favor of TC Snits. Actually triple kill for Grandma's Nips.
Oh my, that was such an awkward fight from Fire. Big misplays from Vel'Koz and Vayne right there.
I'm not sure what that was, but I think they're actually going to fight to the death maybe. This top lane finally is actually Battleaxe tries to get the stun, but doesn't really land it. Then W's onto him, gets the Q down, but looks like they are going to walk away as there are two tanks. They ain't doing much.
Yeah, I want to go back to the fight in bot lane, but there's probably going to be another one.
Yeah, here's another fight, I think, coming in. Teleport used by Dimp to really no avail, actually. I guess he saved the turret, but I don't think it really mattered. Thresh misses the hook, and everybody's going to walk away with a smile on their face on the side of TC Snits.
Yeah, that was so awkward from Fire right there. Thresh walked into the bush. Clear miscommunication from the team because he walked into the bush. Vel'Koz and Vayne kept running away, and they kept hovering on the backside without doing anything for a good 5 seconds. All while CTF was running down and ulted into the backline. Vayne and Vel'Koz were still hiding, and then Vel'Koz finally ults, and then Vayne comes in on the backside, but only after Hecarim and Thresh both go down. Incredibly confusing playmaking, if you want to call it that, from Fire.
Yeah, I mean, that fight, I feel like Prince Murder should have ulted right when Christian got caught. That way he could put that damage down and keep rotating his spells.
Yes.
He kind of walked away and then just didn't do anything until the last second of CTF.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really use any spells, just kind of hovered around there and waited and waited and waited and then came in. I mean, he was there, but then he left and then came in extremely late. I don't know.
Yeah, same thing with Vayne. It's just really wonky, you know, hovering but not doing any damage.
Right. It was like, are we going to fight? Are we not going to fight? They need to make a decision and just stick with it. Because sticking with the decision, even though it's not the best one, is better than not making one at all.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what happened there, and it cost them a lot more than just the 3 members or the 1 member that it would have cost them. So, small.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say small. I'd say big misplays from the members of Fire.
Yeah, I'm looking at these item builds a little bit. Vayne went static Shiv first, and then I mean, she has the BF sword, so I see the common. It's not. I mean, it's kind of common. I don't see it as much anymore. The like 1 damage item into attack speed, but I don't think that's really what you want to do right now.
Yeah, I don't know. There needs to be some sort of threat on Fire side, but the hook.
Real quickly, we're fighting here. Quickleback does land the hooks. Braum stun is on to Christian as it's almost getting proc. Braum all hits Christian. The Braum stun goes down. It does get proc. Kill goes over to the Poppy. CTS in the fight now. Fighting alone, has to flash and ult away.
Oh
my! Barely misses him. Knocks a battle axe. Still trying to chase. Slow's gonna be landed on Dimp onto him. The Q and laser from Grandma's Nips does finish off CTF as Dimp on the Maokai is gonna walk away. He's a tree. You can't unroot him right now. That stun from the Vayne condemned does land on the Penguin Warchief against the wall. Nothing coming out of that. Quickleback taking a tower shot. Trying to wave clear here by the Vel'Koz. Is gonna be unable to. I think they're still trying to fight. The Nautilus ult does knock up Triple J. The Vel'Koz ult does come through. Does end up. Nope, Dimp actually gets a kill onto the Braum. Dimp's really deep now. As his ultimate is actually going to save him. He's going to be forced to flash out though. Also, they're still inside of Prince Murder still here too. They are going to get 1 tower and several kills, but also losing 1 kill on that Braum.
Well, it's still incredibly worth for TC Snits there.
Oh, absolutely.
Incredibly bad rotations from Fire coming out here. You saw Thresh got caught out, and then Hecarim was on the backside, and the rest of Fire were just running away from the fight. So I'm not sure what is going on in their comms right now, but it's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, I've seen there's a little bit of frustration now, especially since they're so unorganized. And on the side of TC Snits, they're just rolling with the lead they've got here, and they're keeping the hyper aggression that I'm seeing up, which is what I like to see. And they're forcing their lead a little bit here, and they're playing it safe. They're not going too hard in the paint, and it's definitely what they want to be doing.
Yeah, we were saying about how Grandma's Nips didn't get that carry Ari assassin champion, but Victor, if you play him like an assassin, I guess can be an assassin. He has the damage for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, a control mage at 100 to 0 people. Who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I mean, easy peasy. You can't outplay that, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, CC, Death is the best CC.
Yeah,
so.
Obviously. I love that quote. It's the best quote ever.
Unfortunately, they're not playing CC right now. They're playing Team Fire, who's what we need to focus on.
Oh my god.
Two of their members are over there by the blue buff and walking the mid as Baron has already been started by TC Snits. It's halfway down already, and I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do. They're burning it really slowly, so the members actually have showed up now, trying to keep them away as Living Paradox and Quicklevic. You finish that one off. Baron kill going over to Graham. Sorry, Living Paradox. Hook does land by Quicklevic as Dip goes all the way on to Victor. Going to go down. Big Vel'Koz off in. Lots of damage down. Sphinx is able to kill off the Maokai. Lots more damage coming in here as Vayne is condemning and swimming around this fight with no issue. CTF trying to get in. He does get stunned up. Living Paradox is going to turn around him. The Victor ultimate comes out just to him as well. Triple J gets slowed up by the red buff. Double kill by Living Paradox. He gets the Jinx Hyper. Almost kill on Christian. No, does get the Christian kill from red buff. Almost lands the zap. Misses the zap. Misses the rocket. Prince Murder's going to walk away. Still both of his thumbs up. Lands the Q. They're still trying to chase him down. Zap does miss this time as well. No, it didn't land.
Oh my.
From Quicklevic. Q misses from Vel'Koz. He's going to walk away. Lots of low members on the side of TC Sits here. As Vel'Koz has decided to stay instead of just back off and heal. Oh, nope, he's going to back off a little bit now. He's trying to play it safe. He seems to tell him not to die. Mid tower and mid inhibitor are going to go down in favor of TC Snits. They're going to walk away with that with even bigger smiles on their faces this time.
Yeah, that was it. That was pretty much nearly the best possible fight they could have gotten. The hook going on Nautilus was unfortunate, but that Vel'Koz ult just started to melt everyone on TC Snits. However, they couldn't get the finish on anyone really, and Victor holding his ultimate, Grandma's Nips holding that Chaos Storm until the re-engage. That Fire just wasn't expecting it, so really well done by TC Snits to actually win that initial, or lose that initial engage and then re-engage with such a burst of damage. So
yeah, the Vel'Koz ultimate coming across put out a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he is a little bit behind kill-wise, score-wise and farm-wise, so he put out as much as he could, but it just wasn't enough. Also, I don't like the fact that he went with the Abyssal Scepter. I feel like he could have done something a bit more aggro and just played back a lot, because he does have that excessive amount of range. Quickly here, knocks the Battle Axe, landing the stun on the Christian as the Braum stun finally goes on to him as well. Living Paradox going to pick that one up. Grandma's Nip soloing Triple J on the side there. Triple J having actually no sums to even try and save himself. Quicklevic and Grandma's Nips now here. Hook on to CTF, actually. QE and the kill of Prince Murder going down.
Oh my.
He might be called Prince Murder, but he's the Prince of Kitten Murder right now.
Yeah, this is pretty much the game. There's not much Fire can do if TC Snits keeps rotating like this. The Fire is just not playing like a team at this point. They're just playing like individual solo queue players, and right now, TC Snits are just catching them at every mistake they make. So
yeah, it does seem like they're a bit getting overwhelmed here. I feel like after a couple bad fights, they lost their cool a little bit, and it just does kind of seem all over the place.
oh my.
CTF taking a big burst of damage. Jinx Rock going to come across and not be able to finish him off. Triple J is back up, and Prince Murder's up in 1 second. Inhibitor going to go over to TC Snits here as they finish it down. Grandma's Nips trying to clear waves here and keep their minions going forward. Hook misses but lands onto the tower. Going to Spider-Man in there. Some damage going down onto Triple J, so he's going to be forced to heal. Christian needing to heal as well, but he is not. Hook landing on to Noxy Battle Axe, but nothing to come out of it. Vel'Koz trying to clear waves as best he can, but to really no avail. Lots of minions are here now as Living Paradox and Grandma's Nips are ripping these turrets apart, trying to zone up the team. Dimp goes on to Living Paradox, trying to get him. Vel'Koz Softly comes around, does kill off Braum. Living Paradox trying to kite. The stun goes on to CTF from the Victor area. Grandma Nips trying to go on to Christian here as Christian does hook him. Meanwhile, on the side, Living Paradox trying to shoot him down with his rockets, but is unable to because he's so low. Triple J trying to chase a little bit, deciding not to. They're gonna clear up waves. Team Fire coming out actually ahead on that one, 3 for 2.
But that was that really worth it though? I mean, you decided to fight after your Nexus towers go down. You should have fought before they went down, if anything. They won and pushed out TC Snits from their base, but at the same time, they have 2 inhibitors down, no towers left.
Yeah, as nice as that was that they won that fight, I think it's a little bit late. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always comeback potential, but I mean, being down 10 towers before having 2 inhibitors down in an open Nexus, not really where you want to be sitting in your attempt to come back.
Nah, definitely not. Vayne has 1 kill, 5 deaths, and 4 assists. Not as necessarily carry potential. And then if you look on the other side, Victor has 9 kills. Jinx has 9 kills. There's not much Fire can do here. If they wanted a chance at anything, they needed to fight that before the towers went down, and now that they have literally no defense to go to other than top lane, there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, it is a little bit scary for them. I mean, all TC Snits has to do really is walk mid, take a smart fight, go for Living Paradox, and they win! Woo!
I mean, you don't even have to take a smart fight, just like distract them while Jinx goes 1 and takes the Nexus, you know? That's all they have to do. They're so tanky.
Right. I don't know. If they win the left I'd be very surprised.
Oh.
If it goes in onto Noxus Battle Act, not really doing anything. Of the Victor or Pelican's ultimate coming across, not really doing anything as it only hit tank. CTF goes down to Grandma's Assist, Living Paradox. Kills going over to Braum as well for some reason. Grandma's just picking another one up. Prince Murder, the only one alive, and he does get killed down as well. The massive damage from Living Paradox and Grandma's Nips. Bam! Their mastery mode, so they finished off that Nexus.
So TC Snits finish it off. They are now tied for first. After that, which will not be for long, however, Fire dropped to 1.